entertaining universe. So today it's going to be wands that I would like to get from Amazon. Some of these are a little pricier than others because they are so, important, I guess. I don't know how you would classify them. Some are like $55. Some are $39. Some are $37, $50. It really depends on what you're looking at and which character you want to get that wand from. There's certain different prices for things. Now, if you were to get them at Ollivander's in Universal Studios Hollywood in Universal City, it's like $50 for non-interactive wands, and it's $60 for interactive wands. The two wands that I got that were interactive were $60 each, so it was about $130 for Nymphadora Tonks and Sirius Black. Now, that does not mean that I will not get the non-interactive ones. I'd love to get the non-interactive Sirius Black and Nymphadora Tonks wands at some point. So let me read through each one, and I'll explain to you why I want these wands. So Ginny Weasley, obviously, I know she's not a major character in the films. She appears in like 3 or 4, maybe 5 of the films. Starting with the first one, she makes a small appearance when they're going through platform 9 3/4, and that's Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone if you're in England. That's what they call it there. And she makes an appearance throughout the Chamber of Secrets film. You don't really see her a whole lot in Prisoner of Azkaban. Very little of her in Goblet of Fire. Very little of her in The Order of the Phoenix. Very little of her in the Half-Blood Prince. And then you kind of see her a little bit throughout the final 2 movies, Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2, but not a whole lot. So, it's not like she appears in every single film, and she's not like a main character like Harry, Hermione, Ron, Professor McGonagall, Professor Snape, Professor Dumbledore. All of those individuals, are main-ish characters throughout the entirety of the films. Whether it's the very first film or whether it's the very last film. In the 7th films, Dumbledore doesn't really make an appearance because by now you should know that he dies at the end of Half-Blood Prince. So, there's that. So, basically, Ginny Weasley. Even though she's not a major character, or she's more of a minor character throughout the films. But I would like to have or at least 2 of the 6 or 7 siblings that are part of the Weasley clan. Ron is the other one. Now, Professor Snape, he plays a huge role up until he dies in Part 1. Towards the middle of Part 2. So, that would be great to have. Now, this next one, I have the Elder one. It's not that one that I need. It's the one from the Fantastic Beasts films. And I know there's 2. There's the Where to Find the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, and then there's the Crimes of Grindelwald. Now, it was, the other one was Grindelwald's before Dumbledore had it, because Dumbledore stole it from Grindelwald when they were neighbors in Godric Hollow, which I'm sure they're going to do a whole movie about Dumbledore and Grindelwald's, story and their blood pact and all of that stuff in the next Fantastic Beasts films. So that's probably going to be the whole storyline is Gellert Grindelwald and Albus Dumbledore, and then they probably have a huge fight at the end of the film. Now, the next one I have on here is Ron Weasley, obviously. It would complete, the 3 major characters of the film, which is Ron Weasley, Harry Potter and Hermione Granger. Now I have Harry Potter and Hermione Granger's wands, so all I need to do is to complete the trifecta of those wands is Ron's. And that's the main reason why I want Ron's. And Professor Dumbledore, he's a great, whoever's played him, whether it was Mr. Harris or even in the third film? Because it was either third or fourth film, because the actor who played the original Dumbledore, or the Dumbledore in the first two Harry Potter films, died, and they had to replace him because of that. Now, the next one is Sirius Black's non-interactive wand. Nicholas Flamel, that would also be a great wand to have from the Fantastic Beasts films, not from. He doesn't really make an appearance in the Harry Potter films, but in the Crimes of Grindelwald, he makes an appearance. He might even be in the battle between Dumbledore and Grindelwald. So who knows about that? James Potter would also be a great wand to have. Even Lily Potter's wand would be a great one to have to add to my collection of all these wands. And then Newt Scamander also could be a great one from the Fantastic Beasts films. And also Lita Lestrange. Now, I'm sure there's other wands that they make, like Nymphadora Tonks. I could include hers in there, the non-interactive one. And there could be a bunch of other ones that could be interesting to have. These are just the ones that were really, really interesting for me to put with my collection of the Elder one, Harry Potter's one, Hermione Granger's one, even the interactive ones like Sirius Black's one and Nymphadora Tonks one. Those two are interactive. There's just so many wands out there that would be cool to own alongside the three major ones that I have that are non-interactive. And who knows when I'll get them or how I'll get them, or I'm hoping it's either at Universal Studios, whether it's at Hollywood or it's in Florida or even on Amazon. Those are the three places I could possibly get them. So who knows right now? I'll keep you posted when I get a new one, whether it's one of these or it's one that I didn't have on this list. Professor McGonagall's one could be good too to have, the non-interactive one. So we'll see. At some point, I'd like to have as many wands from the Harry Potter world, or some sort of a memorabilia from any of the things, like the Game of Thrones, or it could be Wonder Woman. It could be it could be anything really. It could be shirts. It could be anything. But this one right now is just focusing on the wands. Tomorrow we'll do all of the movies that I would like to get from either iTunes or Amazon, or possibly going to a store and getting DVDs. I know DVDs have become obsolete, and so have TV shows, because everything is streaming now, whether it's on HBO Max, whether it's on Peacock, whether it's on Netflix, whether it's on Paramount Plus, whether it's on Disney Plus, whatever it may be. They have a streaming service for every single, they have a CBS streaming service, they have NBC, which is Peacock. A lot of stuff's happening here, so I thought I'd just share with you guys some of the ones that I'd like to get. There's probably others that I don't have, or may not think of as highly as these ones I talked about today. And there are no birthdays today on Instagram or on YouTube, but there's one tomorrow, which I'll talk about in tomorrow's vlog. And we're getting close to about the halfway point of November, which means that December will be here before we know it. I mean, we're already on the 6th day of November, and who knows what's going to happen the rest of this month. I mean, I know we've got Veterans Day, we got the Daylight Savings Time tonight, we've got Thanksgiving. There may be something else that I'm missing throughout the rest of this month. Then we've got Vlogmas coming up in a little under a month, like 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks. We've got Christmas. We've got the end of 2021, and there's other holidays in December as well. So I know I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna say goodbye and ciao, and you know the drill. All right.